It's an amazing show, bro.
Thank you, dude. I don't know what to say about the show. That was just crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Can we just get straight to the jumping up and down and going crazy?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
I mean, it's good to catch up with you again. It's like, you know, you dropped another classic release with Surf.
Thank you, dude. Yes, I'm very proud of the Surf thing, and thank you for playing it a lot.
What's your favorite joint of that? What's the most important joint you chance to rap?
It's probably Miracle. I think it's the most, you know, inclusive of all the ideas that Surf's supposed to represent, and it kicks it off and it talks about the miracle of birth and the miracle of being alive and existence, and it feels melodically and harmonically like, you know, the idea of the togetherness of Surf, you know?
I mean, it feels like it's a crazy body of work, and like I've heard about the sessions that went into making the album, and they're equally as crazy. Like, how does something like Slip Slide come about?
I don't wanna slip, slide. I'ma stand up on my own too. I'ma stand up on my own too.
Check it, yo.
Slip Slide is like, I think, another, like, you know, track that's representative of a collaborative effort. Like, it's one of the first songs that we made as the band when me and Nate Fox and Peter Cottontail and Donnie Trumpet all got together, like, for the first time in session to make some social experiment music. We were talking about the invention and the process of making music, and I think Slip Slide kind of embodied that second stage of, like, you know, figuring out how to walk and finding your footing in the world, and, like, you know, just you know, trying to take those steps to being, you know, the man you're born to be and stuff.
When I first listened to it, I was like, yo, Busta Rhymes is on this. That was crazy. Like, how did that come about?
That was actually a crazy meeting. We always, from the jump, envisioned we would take records and start working on them the same process that we first started the Writing Collective to do, which was, you know, make songs that feel like a certain person and feel like a certain emotion, and then figuring out people that either match that emotion in our heads or, you know, sounded, you know, sonically like they matched up with the record. And from the moment that we made Slip Slide, we knew that we needed Ludacris and Busta Rhymes. That was like the instant idea behind Slip Slide, and how it felt like, you know, walking and just, you know, these crazy rhythms that, you know, kind of just mirror the feeling of taking your first steps and stuff in the world. I met Busta Rhymes making the social experiment, you know, making Surf, making Slip Slide. We talked about the idea behind it, and he was instantly along for it, you know. Cole was there at, like, the inception of the idea, you know what I'm saying, at the conception of the idea, you know what I'm saying, like the moment that we were, like, working at Rick Rubin's studio and jam banding and writing together, he was there, you know what I'm saying, in session with us, helping us out, and, like, you know, so, like, that was something that happened really organically, and, you know, he wrote the shit out of his part.
It's like a big learning experience for all of us. One of the main things I would say, learned a lot about production and advance, you know. Got to collaborate with some people that taught me a lot, and hopefully got a lot from our, like, vibe in the studio.
What makes the final cut?
I don't know, completed songs that completed the vibe of the album, I would guess. When you have one cohesive project, you know, just the songs that fit together, you know, Donnie wrote a lot of these tunes, sound great, just the ones that flowed together on the album.
Chance, you're killing it. You're one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
Amazing album with Surf. Why'd you give it away?
I think it was just representative of something that, you know, was meant to be gifted. Like, you know, it's like a lot of my music, you know. There's a lot of, you know, metaphors that come along with giving stuff for free. But that moment when somebody first, you know, hears Surf, it's not really meant to have a price tag on it. I don't think it's valued by money. There's always other ways to support, you know, the social experiment. We got, you know, you can go to chanceraps.com, DonnieTrumpet.com, and, you know, buy a sweatshirt or something. But I don't know, like, it's not meant to be for sale. That's it.
Hey, but shout out for putting Addy Solomon on there as well.
Yeah.
I love that album and the way it was made. Like,
they literally just invite a load of people to come through. I didn't know I was going to be on the album. It wasn't like, this is a session you do it, you know.
So you found out the day it came out?
Yeah, the day it came out, I was like, oh, my stuff's being used. And then they're like, by the way, you know, you're on this song and that song. Found out that Erykah Badu was on one of the songs I was on as well, which is crazy. But no, it's a great honour to be on that album, man, because, you know, I love his stuff and their work, so it's a blessing, really.
Why is Chance the Rapper so important?
I think he's important because I think it's an independent way. I think what he's doing there, I just think that's so important. And also, I just think the whole vibe of what they're doing, like in terms of like the social experiment, they're all mates, kind of grew up together, they're doing it for fun, they're not bothered about, you know, this hits or that hits, and it's very natural. And I think really, like, that's especially my dream, I think, is to perform music that way. All you want to do is wake up every day, go to a studio with your best pals, make something, and at the same time make history and, you know, make waves all over the world.
All right, well, listen, Chance, thanks for taking the time out, man. It's another killer show. It's always good to see you. I think I could say I'm your #1 fan out here, so.
Love you, man. Every time I come here, you show us love. And I love your son, man. You guys are just good people. And, man, keep rocking with us. We'll keep rocking with you, dude.
We're a social experiment.